Hey, welcome to 2 Minutes. Today we're going to be learning how to make a basketball in Adobe Illustrator. Let's get to it. The first thing we're going to need to make our basketball is, well, a circle. You're going to find your tool panel over here on the left side of your screen. Go ahead and find this square button here and click and hold it. Now a drop-down menu is going to form and you're going to see the ellipse tool. Go ahead and let go of your mouse on that tool. The ellipse tool, well, it makes ellipses, it makes ovals, and it makes circles. If we want to make a perfect circle, go ahead and hold the Shift key on your keyboard as you're dragging out. And that's going to make sure it stays a circle. Here's a bonus tip. If you hold the Option key or Alt key if you're on PC, it's going to drag that circle out straight from the center of where your cursor first was. So let's go ahead and make that any size we'd like. I'd like mine probably around there. And go ahead and let go of your mouse. Now we want to change the size of the stroke. So let's go all the way up here and we'll see stroke and we'll see a number beside it. Let's change that number to about 15. This is our thickness of the stroke. That looks about good. Now we want to change the color of this basketball. Obviously it can't be white. So go down here below your tool panel and you'll see two colors, a black one and a white one. The black one is our stroke. That's the thing we just made thicker. The white one is our fill. Double click the white box and it's going to pop up this menu. Now let's drag this down to orange. About there is good. And let's drag it all the way up to the top right. If you'd like a darker basketball, you can go somewhere around here. Or I guess if you want it really dark, you can go down here. But let's go up to the right. Click OK. Perfect. Now we want to add some lines to this basketball. Let's go ahead and go back to our mouse tool. It's all the way up in the top left. Go ahead and click that and just click anywhere on your artboard to deselect the basketball. Nice. Okay, now we need to use this tool called the line segment tool. Go ahead and click on that. We're going to want to find the top anchor point of this ball we just made. If you hover over it, you'll see it says anchor. Now, click on your mouse and drag straight down. If you want to, you can hold Shift. That will make sure it doesn't go left or right on accident like this while you're dragging down. And you're going to want to stop as you hit the other anchor point. Pretty easy, right? Let's do the same for the line across the ball. Go ahead and start on the left and drag it over to the right. Very nice. All right, now we need to make a few more circles. So let's go ahead and click our mouse tool again and click anywhere on our artboard to deselect that line we just made. Cool. Now let's make some more circles. Go back to our ellipse tool and click on it. We're going to want to find the intersection point. So the end of this line and the side of this ball. You're going to see it says anchor again. That's perfect. That's where you want to stop. Now, just like we did at the beginning, we're going to want to hold Option or Alt if you're on PC and Shift. And just go ahead and drag out. I'm going to stop probably right about there. That looks good. Now, we need to make one on the other side too, and we could try to make one the other size on the other side, but it probably wouldn't turn out just the right size. So we're going to do something called reflecting it. We're going to reflect it across the center of the ball. So hit the O key on your keyboard. That's going to bring up this tool called the Reflect tool. So while you have this circle selected, go ahead and find the center of your ball. You'll find it because the two lines we just made say intersect. Go ahead and hold the Option key again or the Alt key and click down. It's going to bring up this panel and it's going to say horizontal or vertical. We want to choose vertical and that's going to make sure it goes all the way across our ball directly to the side we want. Now we want to hit copy because we want it to copy to the other side. And there you go. Now look at that. Now we've got a nice basketball, but it's got some weird circles on the end of it. So how do we fix that? Well, we actually do the same thing we did at the beginning. Hit the ellipse tool again, and we're going to start just like we did at the beginning, making a circle the same size as our ball. So find the intersect point again, and hold your Alt key and your Shift key, and drag out until it snaps. There you go, to the size of your ball. Let go. And now we're going to go to our mouse tool once again. Now here's a quick tip. If you go to your mouse tool a lot, which you will in this program, if you hit the V key on your keyboard, that's called a keyboard shortcut, and it will automatically jump to that tool no matter where you are. I'm on the circle, the ellipse tool right now. Hit the V key. Now I'm on my mouse. There you go. All right, so what you're going to want to do is select everything you've got on your artboard right now. Now you can do this by clicking anywhere on your artboard, just not on your artwork, okay? And then dragging over your artwork. Perfect. Now you're going to want to hit Command 7. Or if you're on PC, it's going to be Control 7. And this is going to create what's called a clipping mask. Basically, it just hides all that extra stuff outside the circle we just made. But we see it clips out part of our stroke that we made thicker earlier. How do we fix that? Well, if you find the edge of this circle, it's called the path. Okay, double click on that path. And it's going to bring us into this clip group. All right, so let's go ahead and select it again. Just press it once. Perfect. And now, just like before, we can hold the Option key and the Shift key to make this circle a little bit bigger. Now, if we make it too big, you're going to see our circle start to appear again. So let's make it just the right size. And then once you're happy with that, double click anywhere on the artboard to get out of that clip group. And there you go. You've just made a basketball in Adobe Illustrator. You just did that. I'm so proud of you. Keep going on your journey. You've got this.